How deep is the damage, Jonathan?
Well, I think what we're seeing is a second quarter GDP hit, which is going to be the biggest that any of us have ever experienced, and probably something that might be double the size of the hit in the worst quarter of the financial crisis. But it's also going to be, or is expected to be, substantially shorter with a sharper bounce. And so there is you're right, we're expecting about a 24% hit to corporate profits this year, but we're also expecting next year to have a 20% bounce. And roughly speaking, both in terms of profits and market prices, we think it's going to take until 2022 to get fully back to break even.
Is your confidence, how confident are you in that hypothesis? Are you 90% confident? Are you 50% confident, or what?
Well, first, there's a lot of assumptions that we have to make. And I think the central assumption that's being made by most people across Wall Street, and it's very much our view at Credit Suisse, is that over the next 6, maybe 8 weeks, but probably in the shorter side, we're going to one way or another be easing out of this process and renormalizing things. And that also probably means over the next 2 or 3 weeks, we're going to see the number of new cases having peaked and begun to come down. And so if that's the case, even if the crawl out of this is slow, we're going to see that that really this is a second quarter hit more than anything else, with some residual effects. The number of people who are going to be unemployed is going to reach numbers that are going to be really uncomfortable. On the other hand, we're going to put those workers back to work faster than we probably would imagine as well.
What if it doesn't work out that way? What if the stock market doesn't regain its prior highs, not just for a period of a year or two, but maybe for a decade or more?
Yeah, well, the real question here is not what the stock market does. And I was listening to your last debate. The real question here is how quickly do we get this virus under control? And if this is something that over the next couple of months, 2, maybe even outside 3 months, that the number of new cases is under control, then the economy will recover. The actions taken by the government or being debated by the government are larger than anything we've seen. So it really wouldn't be thinkable that we're not going to have an economic bounce. And if that happens, the market is really, it's not that the market is its own entity. It's driven by the health of the economy and the health of these businesses.